been trying to paint a picture, I've been trying to paint it all. And the more I try to fix it, the more it made me fall. They don't see the mural, they just wanna take it all. There is so much pain here, it was written on the wall. Sometimes I...
This is the breakdown, and I'm Xplicit the Analyst. What's good, my music nerds?
Sometimes I feel I've got to stab in your chest. I've got to and I pull out the blade. I look at the blood, now I'm satisfied. Revengeful love. Pain drove the heart explosion goes for veins. Throat carrying a message to speak, I'm so electric. I cause static to your Wi-Fi. Your connection's weak, it's going nowhere like her eyes vacated. Zombies even, that sleep deprivation. Once I ran, now I stand. My love can no longer be tainted. Any thought out plan can be fainted. A fallout man giving all he got till he faceless, emotion dry. In a space movie, you literally gotta go through me to know what's inside. I say love dies and takes a cost. If you really wanna see me, let me see you with your makeup off. Ha ha, yeah, let me see what your makeup off. Let me see you with 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 your makeup off.
You know, you can put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig.
Sometimes I feel I've got to stab in your chest. I've got to and I pull out the blade. I look at the blood, now I'm satisfied. Revengeful love. When it comes to love, you are not ready. Romeo and Juliet, the odds against me. So my swag like I've been in prison for years. I'm stock heavy, put sun long in your face, time petty. Have your face all messy like your mom's spaghetti. Break you down in levels like the song's ready. Ain't nothing free, believe me, but you can get around for nothing, that's a free CD. Made a hit, now I'm satisfied. They say dig to grace, but that's a lie. Bop, bop, bop over your head. Sweet Caroline, sweet Caroline. Play ball and lose the game. Throw hard and never strike out. Run through the rain to home and knock the fucking lights out. And score for the field you rep. In that moment is where the real is kept. Sometimes I feel it killing me, so I don't cry. Oh, why it's building me.
It's the Analyst, like I said. I'm about to break down this song, Love is Tainted. Now, just to let you know, this is my hip-hop version of the song Tainted Love. Tainted Love. You know that song, sometimes I feel I've got to, run away. I've got to, get away from the... We all know the song. I did a hip-hop version. I hope you enjoyed it. All I did was switch it, the title, instead of Tainted Love, Love is Tainted. But let's get into it.
Feel I've got to.
Huh? Yeah, let's get into it.
Sometimes I feel I've got to,
and stab in your chest. I've got to, as I pull out the blade. I look at the blood, now I'm satisfied. Revengeful love.
Pain drove the heart is...
Oh yeah. So first I wanna like say this real quick. It's hard to get back into the exact mindset when I first made these songs. So I wish I broke them down when I initially, back then when I initially was like inspired and did the song firsthand back then. But good thing I know my own language, and I can still channel in my flow and break it down. I may miss a few added like entendres here and there and a few meanings, but just hopefully overall, you know what I'm saying, you get the picture of what I'm saying. So I bring to you an idea of mine, like I said, the hip-hop version of Tainted Love, and I titled it Love is Tainted, and in the hook, at the end I'm saying revengeful love, but it also sounds like I said revenge for love. Either way, it sounds good. Fuck you mean. Alright, so the first lyric, let's go.
Blows and goes for pain drove the heart. Vengeful love. Pain drove the heart explodes and goes from veins. Start carrying a message to speak. I'm so electric. I call static to your Wi-Fi. Your connection's weak, it's going nowhere. Like your eyes vacated, zombies even. As sleep deprivation, once I ran, now I stand. My love can no longer be tainted. And he thought out.
What? That shit was crazy. Pain drove the heart. Now, pain drove the motive to a broken heart that made a person go for blood, which is why they go for veins. To the heart's veins, you know. Pain drove the motive to a broken heart that made a person go for blood, which is why they go for veins. Do you understand? The pain's the same. I'm showing you. Alright. It signifies the explosion in comparison. The emotion to the act. Such as in when you wanting to feel my pain is deep, you know. So in the kill, the lover is trying to speak. And next is the static electricity. The imbalance of the surface between materials, as in the couple in a relationship. The magnetic charge remains until electric current or electrical discharge. And I'm saying I'm so electric, it's like Psycho Mantis in Metal Gear. Everything twitching, like lights flickering. You know what I'm saying? Static to your Wi-Fi, your connection's weak. You know? So your connection to life is fading. It's going nowhere. Just like your aspirations in life, your goals, your direction, it's just going nowhere. Cause you slowly dying. You know, your eyes vacated. As in death, and just as in life. Zombies even. You can be around someone and they're presently there. But they're not there. We all know the feeling and what that means. And when you have sleep deprivation, you start looking like a fucking zombie. You know what I'm saying? Next, I have fun playing with the original part of the song. And I ran, you know, like, I ran so far away. You know, that part. So that's when I get into the whole, once I ran, now I stand. My love can no longer be tainted. So, in turn, my spin is, once I ran, now I stand. My love can no longer be tainted. I'm saying, I used to shy away from love. I used to shy away from love being my story. And I was caught up in the misery. Like, just caught up in the sadness. Just caught up in the, you know, thinking too much. Because I'm a deep thinker. So when you think too much, you can get caught up in yourself. And it can cause misery. Now I stand for myself fully. And have such an understanding of self that it may come off a wall to someone who can't identify what's in front of them, because when you know yourself, you're gonna prevent yourself from certain things, you know. So it might look like a wall, but it's just like once you've been through something a million times, or you see trends and shit like that, you was not trying to relive the same shit. You was not trying to, you know, you live and you learn. You know, you learn for a reason. You're not trying to go through the same lesson a million times over, you know. Cowards die 1,000 times, a real soldier only dies once. You feel me? So, so because you have to reach a certain awareness where just being yourself is protecting yourself, therefore never letting someone take you out of your character, in a sense, you know, essentially. You can no longer be tainted by the negativity and the misleading pursuit of love and happiness. But as in life, anything you plan can never go your way. And because things can be fainted, you know what I'm saying? Definition of fainted: grow weak, feeble, decline, also lose consciousness. If you lose consciousness, you can lose sight. You know, you feel me? Like, you can lose sight of things. And if you lose sight, you lose the picture. Like, you lose the big picture. That's like when you get angry, you can't think. Like, it blocks any, like, level-headedness that you can possibly have to actually wrap your head around what you're trying to process. That's why people who claim to be able to process right there in the spot, it's like you sound like an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Reflection takes time. Reflection is not an instant. You know what I mean? You could be aware, and then epiphanies can happen. You be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? But the reflection takes time. You need to give thought, put thought into what you're reflecting on, because reflection takes thought and time. Reflection doesn't happen in an instant. Like, boom, oh, I reflect everything, and now I'm aware of all aspects of what I missed. No, it don't work like that. That's not life, my friend. You know, anything that comes easy is a lie. You feel me? So, fallout meaning man at his end with nothing left, still trying to give it a shot at a lost cause till he's faceless. In other words, till he loses face, emotion drive from the losing battle. That in itself is just showing you that a man who is like at his end, still willing to put himself out there and still start fresh from scratch, should show you where that person's head is at, the level of matureness and where you're at, you know. So basically, it's a metaphor. The song's a metaphoric of killing off, you know, that relationship, that way of life, that way of carrying on with relationships. Like, sometimes I've got to, you know what I mean? Because you got to kill that shit. You got to kill the relationship. So, like I said, giving all he got till he faceless. All right, so my love can no longer be tainted.
Can be fainted or fall out maven. That sleep deprivation. Once I ran, now I stand. My love can no longer be tainted. Any thought out plan can be fainted or fall out man, giving all he got till he faceless. Emotion dry in a space movie. You literally gotta go through me to know what's inside. Say love and take some calls.
Oh my God. Inner space movie. You literally gotta go through me to know what's inside. Oh my God. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. So basically, I'm saying you'll never know. And for you to know, you gotta go inside. Deep. You gotta be deep yourself. And there's not many people at all. Y'all too sorry. I say love dies and takes up calls. If you really want to see me, let me see you with your makeup off. Huh? Let me see you with your makeup off. Yeah.
If you really want to see me, let me see you with your makeup off.
Ha ha. Yeah.
See with your makeup off.
Let me see what you make up of. Let me see what you make up of. Let me see what you make up of. Let me see what you make up of.
You can put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig.
That was Obama to fucking Hillary. Yo, that shit is hilarious. Let me get into this breakdown. Oh shit, let me break down those last parts. Yeah, so in a space movie, the bars, that's bars. Love dies, whether for people, things, ideas, and love all in general is a cost, you know. Also, love dies and takes up cost, referring to the vanity. It's an expensive market where some lose their lives trying to keep up with the young society standard that perpetuates in rotation every generation. So if you truly feel comfortable being yourself with no mask, let me see you. With no makeup on. You know, that's your true self, you know, because a lot of women, they feel like, you know, that's their second face when they put the makeup on. That's their cover. That's like their wall. That's like their protection for a lot of women. So being bare is like showing your true self, revealing yourself, not scared to show who you are, and not, you know, that's why the whole thing with Alicia Keys, and that's why this whole thing with that's kind of questionable now with Black China, with the whole, well, that's neither here nor there, but you get where I'm going with it. So then I added the Obama infamous quote to Hillary Clinton that I felt was perfectly tying up the whole message of my song. How covering up the ugliness can create a spiteful revenge. The beat was short also, like it was like, you know, YouTube beat. You know how I do. I get all my beats off YouTube and shit, because, you know, dealing with beat makers is, you know, except one of my albums, but that whole album was with one beat maker, so it was like, you know what I mean, wasn't much variation. But that's neither here nor there. But I also added this audio to help me just throw in the beat loopy style and just rock it out again, instead of like trying to link perfectly the beat, because I had to loop the beat, you know, copy, paste, and then attach the beat. Because it was a short beat, and I liked the beat, and I was like, I want to at least do another verse for this. You know, I'm not gonna just do one verse and boom, like that's like a snippet if I cut it right there, like. So the Obama quote helped out, and it helped tie in things too. So it helped me like throw in the beat next. So
Lipstick on a.
let me see what you make up of.
You can put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig.
Hey yo, that was some of the illest shit Obama ever said. Stab in your chest, I've got to, as I pull out the blade, I look at the blood, now I'm satisfied. Revengeful love.
When it comes to love, you are not ready. Romeo and Juliet, the odds against me. So I swag like I've been in prison for years and stock heavy. Put something wrong in your face, Tom Petty.
When it comes to love, you are not ready. Romeo and Juliet, the odds against me. So my swag like I've been in prison for years. I'm stock heavy. Put something long in your face, Tom Petty. Alright, so let's get into it, you know what I mean? Basically, you are not ready because most people aren't ready. But Romeo and Juliet had families that were, you know, infamously enemies. So not ready in a sense to face the scrutiny from the public's eye, family. Because opposites attract. They do attract. And it offends certain people, especially the traditional people, in a sense of cultural. So the odds against you. So I'm killing in love from the start. My swag, like I've been in prison for years, stock heavy. Many meanings here, but I'll just stick to a few. So stock heavy, my nut is full and ready to unload on a bitch. Killing in love, stock heavy, a big Glock. stock heavy. Put something long in your face. Tom Petty had a long face. The long. Put something long in your face. And no pause if you're thinking the other way. That's nasty. You should go to self-thoughts jail. Alright, check it. That's a new thing I just created on the spot. Self-thoughts jail. You need to go to jail in your mind. Go sit in a corner somewhere. Yeah. So you get it. My swag, like I've been in prison for years. Stock heavy, like bar within a bar within a bar.
I'm petty. Have your face all messy like a mom's spaghetti. Break you down in levels like the songs.
Let's take it back.
Face all messy like a mom's spaghetti. Break you down and against me. So my swag like I've been in prison for years and stock heavy. Put some on your face, Tom Petty. Have your face all messy like mom's spaghetti. Break you down in levels like the song's ready. Ain't nothing free, believe me. But you can get around for nothing. That's a free CD. Made it, I'm satisfied. They say dig to grace, but that's a lot. Stock heavy. Put some on your face, Tom Petty. Have your face all messy like a mom's spaghetti. Break you down in levels like the song's ready. Ain't nothing free, believe me. But you can get around for nothing. That's a free CD.
Made a hit, now I'm satisfied. They say dig to grace, but that's a lie. Bop, bop, bop over your head. Sweet Caroline, sweet Caroline. Play ball, lose the game. Throw hard and never strike out. Run through the finger, run through the rain to home and knock their fucking lights out. Score for the field you rep. In that moment is where the real is kept.
Fucking lights out and score for the field you rep. In that moment, Caroline, sweet Caroline is fine. They say dig to grace, but that's a lie. Bop, bop, bop over your head. Sweet Caroline, sweet Caroline. Play ball, lose the game. Throw hard, never strike out. Run through the rain to home and knock the fucking lights out. Score for the field you rep. In that moment
is where the real is kept. Sometimes I feel it killing me, so I don't cry. Oh, it's building me. Saying some shit right there. Alright. Let's get into the breakdown part of things. Alright, so I'm saying face all messy, mom spaghetti, blood in your face reference, that's easy. Alright, break you down in levels. When you break a song's levels down, you essentially done editing, so the song's ready. But I'm saying chopping the body up because I'm breaking her down to levels where I can bury her. Nothing free, believe me. Round for nothing, free CD. Nothing for free, as in she was free from her nut. She died by it. She was getting around. And, getting around. She was getting around. And she was getting around. She was getting around, referencing the bullet. Excuse me. The bullet and her getting around sexually. And in case there's new listeners, people who used to always go around passing their free CDs for music, that was a thing. I mean, it still goes down, you know what I'm saying? But for a decade part of time, that was the go-to, you know what I mean, pass around CD. There was actually an incident with a few rappers where somebody would just roll up to them and try to give them a CD and they say don't meet your heroes, your idols and all that. So yeah. Now this baseball scheme I'm using reference in love, like this killing her analogy, killing fields, if you will. Also a song made a hit, made a hit, kill, knock it out the park, made a hit. Also to kill. There's only one grave, and that is gonna be hers, not mine. Bop, bop, bop. Over her head, sweet Caroline. The hit that that struck her out. The strike that struck her out. You know what I mean? The hit. And like baseball song goes, sweet Caroline, play ball or lose the game. Play ball in life or relationships, and you can win or choose to lose the game, because the play along, the get along applies in business and growing allies. So throw hard as you do your best when you up at the mount, and when you step to the plate in life, don't strike out. Run through the rain to home. I'm saying push through the obstacles. However you gotta make it home. Run through it and knock their fucking lights out. Cause in baseball, we're running towards the home plate. You know, you have the catcher who has the ball, and you gotta knock him the fuck out. Knock the ball out of his fucking hands. You gotta knock that shit out of his fucking hands. So in life, you know, the odds against you, you still gotta charge at that motherfucker and make whoever has your balls in a vice grip drop hard on his back, losing life in his arms from stopping you to score in life. You hear me? And score for the rep, for the field you rep. Meaning your city, family. The word field has many variations, a multitude of variations. Where you could rep, where you want to rep. And in the moment of the action of scoring is the realest moment. And that moment of truth, like there's no thought. It's like the most purest moment. This just like movement. When you're in movement, there's no time to think. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the fluidity of that is timeless, rather than being in a situation where, you know, you have to think about what you're doing as you're doing it. Like there's nothing worse in life, and you're not even enjoying it because you're actually stressing as you're participating in whatever it is that you're doing. You feel me? So, yeah. So you can rep what you want to rep, and in the moment of the action of scoring is the realest moment, the truest moment, purest moment, and that is where the real is kept. In the moment of truth. And sometimes it can kill you inside, but don't dwell or weep. Don't shell or sleep. The hell you keep will build you inside. Okay? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger in a sense. So I don't want to waste your time crying or dying. I keep on trying and building till I build an island. You feel me? So we gonna keep it simple. That's what it is. Hope you enjoyed the breakdown. Kept it short and sweet. This is a short song anyways, you know what I mean? So hope you like the hip hop version of Tainted Love. And this was Love is Tainted. I will drop the song again, lower tone. Because the first one's high and now I'm gonna drop it low. Salud, chequiamo. Cuídate.
Sometimes I feel I've got to stab in your chest. I've got to and I pull out the blade. I look at the blood. Now I'm satisfied. Revengeful love. Pain drove the heart explosion goes for veins. Throat carrying a message to speak. I'm so electric. I call static to your Wi-Fi. Your connection's weak, it's going nowhere like her eyes vacated. Zombies even, that sleep deprivation. Once I ran, now I stand. My love can no longer be tainted. Any thought out plan can be fainted. A fallout man giving all he got till he faceless, emotion dry. In a space movie, you literally gotta go through me to know what's inside. I say love dies and take some cost. If you really wanna see me, let me see you with your makeup off. Ha ha, yeah, let me see what your makeup off. Let me see you with 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 your makeup off.
You know, you can put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig.
Sometimes I feel I've got to stabbing your chest. I've got to, as I pull out the blade, I look at the blood. Now I'm satisfied, revengeful love. When it comes to love, you are not ready. Romeo and Juliet, the odds against me. So my swag like I've been in prison for years. I'm stock heavy, put sun long in your face, Tom Petty. Have your face all messy like your mom's spaghetti. Break you down in levels like the song's ready. Ain't nothing free, believe me, but you can get around for nothing, that's a free CD. Made a hit, now I'm satisfied. They say dig to grace, but that's a lie. Bop, bop, bop over your head, sweet Caroline, sweet Caroline. Play ball, lose the game, throw hard and never strike out. Run through the rain to home and knock the fucking lights out. And score for the field you rep. In that moment is where the real is kept. Sometimes I feel it killing me, so I don't cry. Oh, it's built